And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to season 2 of the Loves Gymnastics podcast, brought to you by the Loves Gymnastics Network, brought to you by the creator of this, Michaela Loves Gymnastics, and her co-host, Oscar, aka Gymnastics Saves Lives, Miss Shayna, and Ezra. And together, we bring you the Loves Gymnastics podcast. Season 2 begins now. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. We love and appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, bring more people into the community. It's NCAA 2025 time. Let's go, girls! And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Welcome back to my channel, Michaela Loves Gymnastics. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very late night episode of Michaela Loves Gymnastics, part of the Loves Gymnastics Network. And this is 100% the reason why I'm doing this show is because of this. This shit has my brain up here thinking about some stupid ass shit. Story. Ooh, that was a good story. That was a real good story. So, y'all see the title. Yesterday's show, all four of us was on the show. And I think it was Shayna, maybe it was Oscar. They brought up the topic, which team was better, 2012 versus 2024. It was definitely Shayna because she made a comment that the only people that was winning medals was Suni and Simone, and that's it. And at the time, I was rushing. I was trying to get ready to get off the show so I could go to work. So I didn't have an opinion. I really didn't even hear the statement until, if you rewatch the show, you will see that I totally not paid it, just, wasn't paying it as much attention as I should have. Because if I was, we would have got into the debate then and there. But I didn't, so we could get into the debate here now on this very special episode of the show. And I feel like her point, she had a point. She didn't have a point. I feel like the 2024 team was better than the 2012 team. And the 2012 team has my favorite gymnast of all time, Gabby Douglas. But I do feel like even the years that they lost, I feel like the teams do get better. Because if you look at that 2012 team, it was 5 people to that team, and it was 5 people to the 2024 team. So let's compare and contrast. In 2012, in 2012, we had Kyla Ross, Ali Raceman, and Gabby Douglas. In 2024, we had Hesley Rivera, Jordan Childs, Jade Carey, Sunisa Lee, Simone Biles. On paper, the 2012 team looks like it's stronger because, you have that visible memory of all of those Arminars. But in actuality, the 2024 team would mop the floor with them girls. It would be embarrassing. Marta's team versus Chelsea team, I think, absolutely demolished them girls. And this is why. Uneven bars. I don't care what code of points that you try to make it under. That 2024 team, uneven bar team, is just so much stronger than that 2012 uneven bars team. But let's just break it down. Let's say it was team 2012 versus team 2024. In 2012, okay, we're going to do qualifications. We're going to do all of the things. We're going to do qualifications, team finals, all around finals, and event finals. Let's see who I think will make each thing. And let's see which which year will have collected the most medals. Now, the issue is the code of points. And 2012 and 2024 code of points are completely different. And I would even take it one step further that the 2024 code of points is the improvement of the 2012 code of points. Or some people may say the deprovement. So to make it fair, a lot of people who was on the 2012 team was on the 2016 team. Not the whole team, but a lot of people. Also, a lot of people who was on the 2020 team was also on the 2024 team. And that was basically the exact same team. Basically, it's just take out Grace. Okay, most people. It was just one replacement. Instead of Grace, we had Hesley. But everything else was basically the same. How do we square the code of points? I'm going to give 2012 the advantage and use their code of points. Because it's easier for me to imagine what the 2024 team start values would be under the 2012 code of points versus the other way around. Okay. So in 2012, the Arminars started from a 6.5. Also, the Chains started from a 6.5. The DTY started from a 5.8. Simone did a Chung in team finals. Okay, so that's null and void. So, but no, because I got to count qualifications too. I mean, yeah. And Simone did do the Yurchenko double pipe first. So, okay. What do I think if under this code of points, Simone's Yurchenko double pipe is worth a 6.4? Am I going to give it a whole point more than that and give it a 4.4? Yeah, I'm cool. So I'm going to give the Yurchenko double pipe under the 2012 code of a start value of a 7.4. I am. A whole point higher than Miss Chung or Miss Arminar. So in qualifications, 2012 Americans, let's just make them go first, have 4 Arminars, right? 2024, let's see what vaults they had. They had 2 DTYs and 2 Chungs. Maybe Simone did her Yurchenko double pipe first. So I think Simone's double pipe would be the vault that would be counting in qualifications. Okay. So you have Sunnis who's doing her Yurchenko double. They're going to be at a disadvantage. Then you have Jordan, who does her Yurchenko double, who should score. I mean, even Suni's Yurchenko double is going to score like a 14, not close to 15. But I'm going to give it a 14-9. You're going to have Jordan's Yurchenko double, though, who's going to score way higher, which is going to be like a 15-2, 15-3. But then you have Jade Carey, who has a beautiful chung, and her chung is going to be 15-9, 16-ish range. So they're going to be able to drop Suni's Yurchenko double. And then you're going to have Simone, and her first vault was the Yurchenko double pike. So that's the vault that I'm counting. So if I'm saying it's going to start at a 17-4, Simone is going to score like a 16-9 on that vault. 16. Even with the large step back under that code of points, that's all the deductions they would take for that vault. She's going to score like a 16-9. So yeah, I think 2024 will be ahead of them. Oh gosh, let me just like, I'm using the calculator on my phone. So I'm saying averagely, we just doing averages because I don't feel like doing the math. So average, all of the Americans in qualification, I think Ali probably had the lowest score, which was like a 15-7 and some change. Everybody else, well, Ali and Jordan Weaver probably had the lowest vault score because she stepped out of bounds. So I know Gabby scored like a 15-9, and I think Michaela Maroney scored like a 15-9. So for the 2012 Americans, I'm going to go 15. I'm not using the exact scores. I could look it up, yes. But look at what time it is. And look at what I'm doing. So we're just doing this off the top of my head. And if you don't like that, you can go suck my little ass. I'm just joking, everybody. I'm just joking. We're just playing. We're just having fun. So this isn't, don't get in your feelings. Don't come to me with the technical police. We're just having fun. Fun. Because we can't really have this competition. So we're just using make-believe scores to see a make-believe competition. What would make-believe happen? Please get out of your feelings, girls. Thank you. So, okay. So I'm saying Ali scored a 15-8. I'm counting 15-9 plus 15-9 plus 15-8 divided by 3. Wait, that's not it. Wait, I did the wrong thing. Divided by 3. So we're saying that for the Americans in 2012, their vault average after qualifications was going to be a 15.866 and some change. So I'm going to write it down in the chat so I can bloody remember. Damn it, I closed the chat. So, and I'm writing it in Restream so everybody can see it. 2012 vault A is 15.86. Add your other 6. Okay. So we're saying Jordan score, I think, would be like a 15-3 plus Jay is getting another 15-9-ish. Plus Simone is getting like a 16-8. So Team 2025 averages a 16 on vault. VA is 16. So already off rip, Team 2025 is beating them. So then we have uneven bars. And I'm not even going to give numbers. We have, in 2012, we have Ali Raceman, whose score is going to get dropped. And you know what? I'm just going to skip qualifications because why? We know both teams going to qualify. This is team finals. So in team finals, because it's going to be the same numbers. In team finals, they're going to put up Ali Raceman. They're going to put up Jordan Weber, Gabby Douglas, Michaela Maroney. I think those vault scores still stands. But if y'all want me to use the actual vault scores that they got in team finals, I just think Michaela Maroney slightly tits it up to, I'm going to give the Americans another 10th of a point to a 15-9 and some change, but I still think the Americans would win. And no, Simone did not do the Yurchenko double pike in team finals, but if she had to, she would have. So yeah, I stand on my 16 for that team. And down, if y'all want me to be honest, 24 team, I'm so sorry, I don't know why. 2024, Guy Blakely, Edie Ann had a chance. So, I mean, yes, the Americans did not take, such as Elizabeth Price had an Arminar. I think Brenda Dowell had an Arminar at the time. They had other Arminars that they did not take, but the Americans had other tongues that they did not take. So I think 2024 was clear. Uneven bars. Wahiber, Kyla Ross, and Gabby Douglas. Now, in last night's show, they was reading Jordan Weber's uneven bar routine, but if I remember right, I think she scored 14-9-ish, 14-8-ish. So I'm going to use 14-8. I'm going to use Kyla Ross, who scored like a 14-9, and Gabby Douglas, who scored like a 15-3. So out of those averages, so we're going to go 14-9, and 14-8 plus 14-9 plus 15-3 divided by 3. So Team USA on uneven bars and that quota points, and what I'm playing in my game, bars average is a 15 even. Now, I don't know how, okay, it's not, I don't know. 2024's clearly 2015 start values are going to be way higher. Am I going to sit up here and calculate one? If a mid 14, I'm not going to give her some outrageous start value. I'm going to give her a realistic start value. I think Jordan is a really good uneven bar worker. she just doesn't have the level of difficulty that some of the other girls does, but she have the mechanics. I think Jordan could have scored where Gabby scored, actually. I think Jordan could have scored somewhere. I think Jordan and Simone, well, okay. I think Simone I think Jordan would be somewhere around 15-1. I think Simone would be around 15-2. And then I think Suni would be up there with Mustafina and them scoring close to 16. So off rip, once again, I'm giving that uneven bars to 2024. I'm giving vault to 2024, and I'm giving uneven bars to 2024. Then we go to balance beam. I think 2012 fights back harder on balance beam, but it's okay. So, and the only reason I think 2012 would win beam is because of Jordan, no T. Jordan Child. But so in 2012 we have Kyla Ross, Gabby Douglas, Allie Raceman, and all three girls average around 15-1, 15-2 at their best. So I'm going to average them out at a 15-2 on the higher end. Let's say all three girls scored a 15-2. 2024, I think Suni can score 15. I think clearly Suni and Simone can score those 15s, high 15s under that quota points. 15-5. I think Gabby's highest score was a 15-4 and some change. No, I think it was a 15-5 actually in all-around finals. I think Allie's highest score at the Olympics was a 15-2 and some change. In qualifications, I think Kyla Ross' highest score at the Olympics was team finals at like a 15-2 and some change, or 15-1 and some change. So I'm going to average the Americans at a 15-2. 2024, I think and Jordan fell, so I'm going. Well, I didn't include mistakes for the okay. At her best, Jordan, but they wasn't so strenuous on like things like they are now. So Jordan would be able to get away with a lot more than she would under this quota points too. So we have to count that into we have to take that into consideration too. Under 2012 quota points, Jordan would be able to get away probably with doing a switch ring and getting it credited and being nowhere near the ring position. Okay. I think at Jordan's best on balance beam, without any falls, is scoring somewhere like a 14-5. I feel comfortable with that. 14-5. 14-5. Simone, it would be Suni next, right? I think at Suni's very best, I think Suni's scoring 15-6, 15-7-ish. Especially under that quota points. Suni's routine will be very similar to those Chinese gymnasts, and we see where they would score on hit routines 15-6, 15-7. I think Suni would be right there with them. And I think Simone will be there with them too. 15-6, 15-7. Depends on how much difficulty she throw. Maybe approaching 16. But I think because soon Simone's routine will be very similar to lots of combinations. Maybe like a Yarissa, your I want to say like Catalina Preneur, but Simone, no. Well, yeah, Simone has her triple wolf turn. Her backhand spring, layout, step out. Her switch half, back. Yeah, Simone would have skills. So, yeah. I think Simone would be up there too. 15-6, 15-7. So, it's just Jordan. Maybe they wouldn't use Jordan. Maybe they would actually use Jay Carey. Or maybe they would use Hesley, actually. I don't know. But I can only go with what they use. So let's see. I'm saying Jordan at her very best is somewhere like a 14-5-ish on Bean. Plus Suni, I'm going to take it down to a 15-5. I'm going to do Simone at a 15-5 as well. Equals divided by 3. So on this one, I'm saying 2012 beats the Americans by like a 1/10 of a point. But that does not still negate that the 2024 team is already so much, because of uneven bars, is so far ahead of them at this point in time that 2024 is still in the lead. And then we go to first exercise, and there's just a wash. It's just a wash. It's just a wash. There is nobody, not even Ali Raceman, they can put up to challenge that Jordan Childs, Jay Carey, Simone Biles floor domination that we would have seen. I know we did not even get to see that because Jordan Jay Carey was hurt, or not hurt. She was sick. But there's just nothing that the 2012 team could have done to keep up with that. Them girls would, and the gag is all those Gojians would get credited because they was credited in 2012. All those ring leaps would get credited because they was credited in 2012. All those turns would get credited because they were credited in 2012. So not only could they out-tumble them, but all of their acro and dance series would get credited, so their first side scores would be extra high. They would be higher than they were here. Yeah. So where Ali was scoring like a 15-5, I think all three Americans can score a 15-5. Now, I think Jordan Weber and Gabby at their best was scoring like a 15-1-ish or 15, even 15s. So we're going to do 2 even 15s and a 15-5. Team USA's average floor score is like a 15-2-5. 15-2-5. Whereas I think 2024, I think Jordan Child starts at a 15-5. I think Jay Carey improves that and get like a 15-7. I think Simone improves that and get like a 16. It's a wash. It's a wash. The gold medalist from this make-believe competition is 2024 easily. Easily, in my opinion. And with that being said, that's the podcast. That's the show. I love you all so much. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here with me with this foolishness. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.